Welcome back to my channel. Yeah, this is the second time I'm recording this, and I don't know why this is auto tracking my face. Yeah, tracking off. Perfect. Um, I recorded this already once, and I tried a different setting to record. Came out so dark, and then when I put it on my computer, it was gray. I don't know what happened. So we're going to the old settings, and we're gonna hope that everything's fine. So I read. Ooh, almost dropped all my books. That would have been bad. These are the books I read. Well, some of them, but yes, these are the books I read. So, first, I'll talk about Dark House by Karina Hale. This is the first book of the Experiment in Terror series. Hi, Abigail. What? You need to go by me? What? You want to go past? Okay, you can go behind me. Go, go, go. um, this was a good book. I gave it 4 stars. Highly recommend. I mean, it was very good. Um, this is the second time I read it. I mean, I read this series right out of high school, but I do really like this series with Perry and Dex, and they're ghost hunting, essentially. She doesn't realize that's what they're doing really until they kind of meet, and then she's really confused, and then he has to explain things to her. It's funny. It's cute. I really liked it. I don't know what my camera's doing. I am sorry. I don't know what's happening. It's doing whatever it wants. The next book I read was Fourth Wing. I do own them. I lent them to a friend, so I do not have them with me. But I gave that one 5 stars. I reread Iron Flame, 5 stars, of course. And then I read Onyx Storm. I gave that one 5 stars also. I do have a full reading vlog of me reading those books. So I would just go watch that if you want in-depth detail, but highly recommend that series. Love it. It's a 5-star series for me. Next, I reread Heartless Hunter, and I gave this one 4.25. I really love this book so much. It's so good. And then I read Rebel Witch. This is the second book of the duology, and I gave it 5 stars. I loved this book so much, and I love how they had to work together as a team to get things done. And mind you, she's a witch, he's a witch hunter, but he believes that because also she's like higher class technically, that she would never go for him. But she puts him in his place for that. So I really did appreciate that in this book and that she went for what she wanted. Then I read The Outsiders. The last time I read this, I was in 8th grade. So that's like almost 20 years ago. It's really weird to say that it's been almost 20 years since I read this book, but I did give this one 5 stars. I did like the representation of all because you have money doesn't mean you're good, and all because you don't have money doesn't mean you're bad. And that they automatically judge each other based on money. I love this book so much. I love Ponyboy, I love Johnny, and I love Dally. Those were my 3 favorites. And I absolutely totally recommend this book. The next one I read was Petty Cupid. I mean, it was 100 pages. It's a little novella. It's about Valentine's Day, and I gave it 4 stars. It's hard for me to give a novella 4 stars, but in this one there was character growth and there's a lot of spice, but it wasn't, to me, it wasn't horrible. It is kind of vulgar, so if you do not like that, I wouldn't read this book, but I did really like it. It's about a Cupid, her name is Love, and then there's a Grim Reaper, his name is Death, and they meet and they go to the Valentine's Day ball. I loved this book and I cannot wait because the second one has to do with St. Patrick's Day, so that'll be read this month. The next book I read was The Road of Bones. This one's a reread for me, and the first time I gave 5 stars, I gave the second one 5 stars also the second time. I absolutely love this book. I love this series. I cannot wait for the third one to come out because I did read the second one. You want to give it to me? I have my little assistant right here passing me my books. She wanted to help. Kingdom of Claw. This is the second one. I gave this one also 5 stars. This one was so good. It just, oh, it's so good. And I love that there's multiple points of views. It's not like in Throne of Glass. Like there's like 10 different points of view in Throne of Glass. This one, it usually has about 4 to 5 in every book. So I really did like that, and I really did appreciate it. And I cannot wait for the next one to come out. I had to stop recording for a second because we're having lightning and thunder right now. I'm literally looking right out my window. It's like right across from my books. And my husband is like telling my daughter, let's go outside. Let's go outside so mom, we can finish. We can look at the thunder and the lightning. And I'm like, whatever. Just go have your fun. Anyways, my last 2 books that I read were part of the Ice Planet Barbarians series. So the first one I read was the novella of the first book. So it's Ice Planet Honeymoon of Bechtel and Georgie. And that one did have actual character growth for only in 50 pages. I love Bechtel and Georgie together because they just balance each other out so well. So I really did like that one. And why is it zooming? Okay, we're just going to go with it. I'll play with this later. I don't know what's happening. Then the last book I read was Barbarian Alien. And it's the second book of the series. And it's about Liz and Rahash. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but we're going to hope that I am. So it's really good. I gave it 4 stars. The novella I gave 3 stars, but this one I gave 4. And I did really like it. I loved that they had a lot of banter because he knew that he was supposed to be with her. He knew. She didn't. But once she got the cooey, what she calls a cootie, she realized, but she was mad because all of her decisions have been taken away from her. And he's pretty much taking more decisions away from her. And she's not happy about that. She wants to make her own decisions and nobody's letting her. So she just denies everything. And there's a lot of vulgar, there's a lot of spice and everything. So if you don't like that, I wouldn't read these books. But I really like them, and they're really good kind of like palate cleansers sometimes because they're just so absurd. They're funny. I just think they're hilarious. And I just sit, and then there was one part I actually got pretty mad and like I wanted to chuck my Kindle. Um he falls off a cliff and she freaks out and heals him. Like she takes care of him. And whenever he fell off, oh, I literally lifted my Kindle over my head and my husband's like, what's wrong? I'm like, just leave me alone. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me right now. It's like I'm part of it. It's because I'm going through it too. It's ridiculous, but I did really like that book. I am going to do a flip through of my reading journal of the month at the end of this clip. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you again, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.